Hello, it is Sunday, April 6th, and this is Dory from Stampin' Always with Dory. I was going to just make a video for you guys with this cute little box, but I decided I might as well just do it live for everyone. So this is a quick and cute little slider box, and it kind of gives you a little false impression. It has the little ribbon on the top, but it actually slides right out, and you can put your little treats right inside the box, okay? And I want to show you something that I found at my favorite place to shop for fun chocolates. And I found these cute little lambs. These are at Aldi, fine chocolates, mini lambs. And then the other ones are fine chocolates, the little chicks. And excuse me, I thought they'd be perfect for Easter. And so I got a pack of each and thought that they would be great for these little boxes. So let me just show you. You can use the lambs in this one. And you could also put, I have these on my desk too. They're Hershey eggs. So they would be great for Easter. These are thanks. But it has all the nice pastels. And the box is a great size. So you could put several in there. What is it? Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. That shows somebody that you really like them if you're giving them 13 little chocolates. And then you just slide them right in there. One of the things I love about this box too is that you don't have to disturb the ribbon or any of the fancy details on the front since you're just sliding. I also used some of my basic beige cardstock. So when you make this, you either want to use your thick white cardstock or you want to use just one of our regular cardstocks. So it's a little bit thicker. Okay. And I chose the, this here is actually from our idea book and catalog. One that is getting ready to leave us. So we have several things that are carrying over. We also have several things that will not be. So if you have a few things that are still on your wish list, make sure you check the retiring list so you know what is leaving. And if any of your favorites are on that list, you will definitely want to make sure that you scoop them up. There are some items that are offered at a discount as well. So, and this set that I used is from the, it's from the Frames and Flowers. And it was one that had the DSP, but it also had the little punch out pieces as well. We have one of those in our mini catalog that has little bunnies in it, so it would be perfect for Easter, as I was saying. But then you could also use just any designer series paper along with embellishments as well. Okay, so for this, you're going to want to have 2 pieces of cardstock. Okay, I need to move my little chocolate lambs aside. 2 pieces of cardstock. Your base is going to be 7.5 by 7. Okay, this is Pretty Peacock. And you want to make sure you have your stamping trimmer. So my stamp cut and emboss machine is right here next to me, so I'm going to have to move that. Give me one moment because my little arm, there we go. All right, so we're going to move this over and let me show you my trick. You're going to score at 1 all on every side. Okay, so, and please make sure you're not using the dark, this guy here. That is the cutter. That will make you sad. It might make you stamp and swear as well if you do that. So you're going to go around 1, okay, and 2. So 1 inch and 2 inch on all the sides. So I just did 1 and 2. I'm going to flip 1 and 2. Other side, third side, 1 and 2. And the other side. This one's 2 and 1. Okay, there we have it. So we have all of our sides are scored. Let me put my little thing here. And now I am going to burnish. Basically, I'm just folding so we can see where our pieces are being folded. Okay, we call that burnishing. It also breaks down the fibers of the cardstock there. Okay, there we go. And this is, I'm usually not live on a Sunday evening. My main streaming time is 8:45 on Monday. So I will be back tomorrow evening with another project. But I did want to hop on and show you this one. And we are going to, let me show you what it looks like when you cut it out. Okay, this is what your box is going to look like. Maybe better this way. Okay. All right, so don't be scared. So what I'll show you, when you put it on top of here, do I have it the right way? Let me see. Nope, this way. No, I have it right. This way, okay? So you are going to get rid of basically the three squares on each side, okay? So let me show you what that looks like. So you can use your scissors, and you can come in, and you're going to cut like this and like this. It kind of looks like the little like Minecraft blocks. Okay, so you have those 3. You're going to get rid of those. You're going to do the same on the other side. You're like, oh my gosh, this looks so complicated, but it truly is not. I was a little intimidated at first, but and one of the things I recommend is just go ahead and cut and score several. And that way you are not having to, go back and cut and score each time. So just go ahead. You have your 7.5 by 7 piece of cardstock. Okay, and this is going to be our last one. So our little flappadoo here. And then I just want to make sure I cut. You can even fold this piece here. So you cut along the line. And then you have your little piece. So you have, this is what it's going to look like when you're done. Okay. And then you want to come along and you want to cut this way. So this is going to be your little flap on each side. So you're going to bring it in. Okay. Bring it in. And this is when you can also go back, and if you notice you need to trim along the edges, you can do that too. All right. These would be perfect for Mother's Day, wedding favors, birthday party favors. Just, I love making little things for my coworkers too. So like we have Nurses Week and all the weeks to celebrate all the people. So this is a perfect little gift, just like a thank you or a thinking of you. Or even, you can even do like a little get well and put some cough drops and little tea bags inside. So the possibilities are endless on this one. But I'm just beveling the edges here on these little flaps. And this just makes it easier when you're folding. Okay, so we have one more that we need to do. And then we're going to get out our green glue. That's our Tombow glue. Okay, so let's make sure this one looks a little like I got a little carried away here. I'm going to bring that in just a little bit. Sometimes I get excited when I'm cutting, and sometimes I have the seams a little bit. Okay, so let's make sure. If you guys are on and you want to let me know that you're there, yes, I did it right. Okay, so we have our little pieces. Let me know that you're there. Everybody might be in bed. It's a little after 9 this evening, so hopefully, if you guys don't catch this live, you can catch the replay. And I would love for you to leave me a comment or just let me know if you've made the box and what you thought. Okay, so this is our piece. This is going to be our box. Then we need one more piece, and that is going to be for our slider lid. Okay, and I have one here that I've already done. Okay, and this is all super simple. All right, but let me show you. I think I have one here that is, yes. So you can see, and we're going to put this one together, and I'll use this one for another box. It is 3 3/4 by 8 3/4. Okay, you are going to score at 1, 4 1/8, 5 1/8, and 8 1/4. All right, and then you are going to, this is the easiest way to do it. This little flap here, this little lip, you're going to take your green glue and you are going to just go along the edge there. Try not to go too crazy, but I know what happens. And we are going to put this down and this along the edge, okay? And we are just going to make sure this is nice and flat. And then when you're done, you can pop it up and it makes your little slider for your box, okay? All right, so we have that, okay? All right, so we've, like I said, I pre-did this one, all right? So for our box, we are going to fold our little side pieces up, all right? We will put our glue on our little flaps. We're gonna go and glue or glue and go. So just here on the flap, here on the flap, okay? And then this is the piece that's gonna fold over. So you wanna make sure you have a little bit of glue there too. And the Tombow does take a little bit of time, so you have to have a little bit of patience. Okay, you're gonna hold it. Let me do it this way. And make sure you get the box, the glue nice and set on the one side. Okay, perfect. Now we're gonna go to the next side, which will be this side here, right? So again, you can fold it back just so that you can see. You're gonna put the glue on the 2 tabs, okay? And make sure you get it up to the edge, just like that, okay? And oh, I always forget, I get so excited that I have it on the 2 tabs. And then I'm gonna fold it over, okay? And we're gonna push it in, push this side in, and we are going to fold it over, just like that. And we're gonna hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Okay, so then you have these 2 little flaps here. They are going to get glued on the inside. See how simple this is? So that's why I say, once you guys get this, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to make tons of these. So that's it, just like that. And just make sure, just give it a little bit of love on the sides, just to make sure it's all glued in. Okay, so let's make sure. Yep, and see, look at this, and then it just fits right inside, and it does have a little bit of wiggle room there. Okay, so it doesn't go all the way out to the edge. And that's okay. That's how you want it to look. Okay, so one of the cool things you can do is you can put a little piece of cardstock designer series paper on the bottom. Okay. And you can, let's see, we're going to break out, this is some of our new cardstock that's going to be in our new catalog. So we're going to break out a small piece of this, just give you guys a little bit of a spoiler alert. Okay. And so I'm going to cut a piece that will go on top of the box. This is perfect for Easter. Good evening. Thank you for watching. So let's see, the top, I have to do a little measuring here. I don't remember. The top of the slider, Mr. Green Glue needs to go out of the way, is, making sure, is 3 1/4, 3 1/8. So I'm going to do 2 7/8. Let's do this. Let's do 2 7/8. It's just a scant piece that needs to come off. And then let's measure the top here, which is 3 3/4. So I'm going to do, let's see if this works. Oh, and I never told you what I'm going to do. 3 5/8. All right, so I need to trim a little bit more. So let's do 3 1/2 and see if that works. This happens sometimes. Yes, perfect. Okay, so that piece is just going to go right in the bottom. We're going to glue it, okay? But look how pretty that is when you open it up and you have that little piece in there. And so then we're going to put our chocolates in. Oh, New Jersey. I love it. My daughter goes to college in New Jersey. So we're going to put some little lambs on the inside. But we're going to do lambs and chicks because we're going to do 5 little lambs, okay? Lambs are spring, a sign of new birth, new beginning. Little chicks, perfect for Easter. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Isn't that cute? Can you imagine when people open these and there are these adorable little chicks and lambs staring at them? I know I'd be super excited. Okay, so we have that. All right. And then we are going to slide this back on. And then we are going to decorate our top. Okay. And so what we are going to do is we're going to have another piece on the top, and that should be the same as the inside piece. So we did, it might not be because, yeah, that's where so we had 3 3/4, so we're going to do 3 1/2. I'm going to do some of our new cardstock. So excited. 3 1/2. Okay. 3 1/2. And by the fabulous, again, we're going to make this, let's see if this works. It's perfect. Look at that. Okay, just like that. How pretty is that? So pretty. I love all the flowers, the bright colors. Beautiful. Okay. So we're going to take this, and if you want to, you can come back and you can put paper on the side of all of them. Okay. They would be 3/4 of an inch if you choose to decorate the sides. Okay. So I'm going to use my green glue, and I'm going to go over the top here. And like I said, I love this design because you are not ruining anything. Okay, so there's our piece there. And then this is some of my favorite ribbon. I love Pretty Peacock. Look at this. It has the flecking. I'm a bling kind of girl, if you can't tell. So you see the end of my nails. We got some sparkles going on there. I love bling. So we are going to take our Pretty Peacock ribbon. Okay, and what I do is I just bring it over because I want to tie the ribbon at the top. Okay. because I want to give it the illusion that you have to take, let me bring the other one in that I made earlier just to show you. Okay, look at that one. So you bring the illusion that you have to untie this to get it open, but you don't. Okay, so we are going to do a little, let me do this here. Sorry. Okay, we have this. We're going to tie a little bow, okay, on the top. And it is going to be, oh, there we go. Sometimes you get a little nervous when you have to tie bows on YouTube and it doesn't go so well. But that one, I'm kind of proud of that one. I'll take it. Okay, just like that. So we're gonna have that one there, and then we're gonna trim my paper snips using my paper snips. They are the world's bestest scissors, as my kids used to say, bestest scissors. Okay, and so we are going to tie that there. Super cute, right? Yes. So we are also going to use, you can use anything you want actually for the front. We have these new, I think I left them upstairs. We're gonna have to do a little makeshift something, but we have these new little tags. I'll be showing those tomorrow night. And I thought I brought them, but they're these little gold tags, and they would actually be perfect for the front there too. But they are upstairs, and I am not, so we will not be using those this evening. But we will be using, since we have the we're just going to use a circle. We have a circle punch handy, and we're going to be using a circle punch, and you can just punch out a nice little circle on the front, and or if you have another punch or if you have a die that's handy, you could use those too. Okay, so we are going to go ahead. I thought I had a little die here. Oh, here it is. Da, da, da. And I'm going to use my basic white, since I have basic white on the front. I have a piece right here beside me. And we are just going to, I always punch upside down. So we're going to punch this way. We're going to use our basic white. And we are going to punch a circle. I thought I had basic white, but it's actually a backing to, sorry guys, thanks for your patience. Here we go. It was a backing for, she goes to Montclair State. Okay, so there's just your simple circle in the front. Okay, just like that. And then I am going to pull some of these fun little, they kind of go together. We're going to use some of these. Let me pull this over. I'm using up because it's out with the old, right? So I'm using up so I have room for the new. And we're going to put these little pieces here on the side. And just like this. Okay, just bear with me for a second. And then you can put whatever you would like on the inside. You do Happy Easter. I'm going to do You Are Awesome, because that can be just about for anything. All right, so we're going to have this here. I have my pretty peacock. Okay, I am going to tap, tap, tap. And I think I'm going to put it right there in the middle. All right, just like that. I'll take it. And then I'm going to use green glue for these. I'm just going to put a little bit of green glue on the side. Oh, that might have been a little much. But this is a great way, like I said, to use up. And I love it when they kind of hang off the side. You're doubling up. And we're going to do the You Are Awesome look here. Okay. And we're gonna, yeah. Oh, I like that. I like how it kind of goes around just like that. Oh, sorry, you guys can't see that. Like we would like it too, Dory, if we could see it. All right, and then I am going to take, I have some dimensionals here, and they're in the back here. You can never have too many of these. And I promise it'll get better, but I want to put it on the front so I can kind of see where to go. I'm going to use 4. And what I try to do is I try to stack them on the side of the ribbon. That way you can still pull the ribbon up and down if you need to. Okay, so I'm going to pull these off. And I'll have some other designs to post tomorrow too, of the Matchbox, but it's super, super quick and cute. So this is You're Awesome. Okay, so we have these over here. And then this, it kind of almost looks like our Timid Tiger. And that is one of our new in colors. So Stampin' Up! Has new in colors that are coming out. And it goes well with these flowers. So I'm going to add this. Like I said, it's okay to mix and match. You know, if you have some old stuff and some new stuff, feel free to use it. You want to use up your stuff. And I'm going to put another one over here. So You Are Awesome. And then fear not, I promise I'm going to use embellishments. I always have some kind of bling on the card or the box or whatever it is. So here's our, let me brush this aside. You Are Awesome. Okay. And then I am going to take, what do I have in here? I brought down, oh, these are beautiful. These are new too, but these are Strawberry Slush. And they're kind of they have like the golden, and then they have kind of a little bit of a pink, and then they go to the darker. And so I am going to add, I feel like I need a little bit more greenery over here. Feels to me like there's something missing. I don't know. Maybe not, but it feels like it to me. I'm looking to see what I have here, what I can pull from. Bits and pieces. I cut things apart and use other things. So I'm just going to use a little bit of this here. This is one of the circles that goes around. But let me, this here, I think I'm just going to put it back here behind just to give us a little bit more depth. And so I'm going to show you what I'm doing. I'm just, and like, don't be afraid. You can cut things apart. You can add things, subtract things. So just because Stampin' Up! Gave it to you all in one piece doesn't mean you can't kind of cut it. And yeah, I'm just going to add that there on the side. Okay. Again, I'm going to use a dimensional, and then I will add some of these beautiful embellishments. That was putting 2 words together, dimensional and embellishment, development. I'm gonna move my bow down. Okay. It says You Are Awesome. And then we have some of the kind of the golds behind us. So you can use your scissors to peel off the back. All right. And I always do them in groups of 3. So I'm going to use that one. And I think I'm going to use all of the golden ones. I'm going to put one over here. Okay, so you see I have my little triangle. And then this one, I'm going to bring it up a little bit. So we have 1, 2, and 3. You are awesome. Happy Easter. Happy Mother's Day. You're an amazing friend. Okay. Laura, thanks. So let me open this one up one more time and let me show you. These have our little Easter friends inside. I got these at Aldi. Okay. So you have those. Again, if you are watching and you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to do that. I will be live tomorrow evening at 8:45, and I will be sharing with you this little pocket card. Okay. So you can come back tomorrow evening at 8:45, and if that isn't convenient, you can always join me and watch at your convenience at another time. Oh, and I forgot, I was going to show you what's in here. I showed you at the very beginning. These are my Easter Hershey chocolates, and there are 13 in here, friends. So I mean, that's a good portion of chocolate. I mean, I can do some damage on chocolate, don't get me wrong, but that's a nice, both of these have nice sized portions of treats inside. You could also, like I said in the beginning, you could use these for like get well. You could put little cough drops and little tea bags. You could also put gift cards inside. And there are so many different things. The Ghirardelli chocolates, the square ones, fit nicely in there. So many different things. Yes, the pocket card. Well, hopefully, Linda, you'll join me tomorrow night at 8:45. And if you can't join me live, you can always watch the replay. So again, friends, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I hope you will give this little, well, sorry, they're a little sideways. If you turn your head sideways, they look straight. Give these little boxes a try and let me know. Hopefully you find these directions simple and easy. If you need any products, you can find me at doryschneider.stampinup.net. We do have a new catalog coming out. May 6th, that catalog starts. So if you need a demonstrator or need a catalog, just send me a little message and let me know. So I hope you have a